Clay doing there? No, who put Bloodborne in there?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Eternia Archives podcast. As you see, this week we have the amazing Einashi, the fantastic Heat Haze Gaming, and Callie.
Hi, Callie.
Hello. So, we are changing things up a bit. You guys know that we posted the survey in our Discord a couple weeks ago about what you guys wanted to see from us, what would make you happier, make you want to watch our podcast more, and we listened. So we are going to have some recurring segments on the show. We're going to go through some gaming news topics that are relevant, kind of similar to what I used to do for Aubin Time, but we're all going to discuss them together and give our thoughts. And then, Einashi, do you want to talk about what you're going to be doing? It's super cool.
I am going to do a weekly kind of a spotlight and education on repro, fan hacks, and stuff like that, because I'm pretty passionate about that stuff. So I'm going to go over that. Also, I'm going to go over the updates on our giveaway. And then also, Retropalooza was last Saturday, and I just wanted to talk about how it was different from past Retropaloozas and other conventions and stuff like that.
And then we are also going to be talking about Ys 9, because myself and Heat Haze have played the game, and we're going to talk about that a bit, and obviously discuss the weekly poll. So that's where we are. So I guess we're going to go through these news topics we have here. The first of which is the awesome God of War update that they did for PS5. So if you are a PlayStation 5 owner and you have God of War, which I believe came with the PlayStation Plus collection, so if you're a PS Plus subscriber, you have this game in your collection right now. You now can play it at 4K 60, which is fantastic. I'm finally going to play it. I'm looking forward to it. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I mean, God of War was like a powerhouse coming on the scene when it first came out, and it still looks gorgeous today. And I think it's probably one of the best, if not the best, looking PlayStation 4 game. So, seeing that in 4K at 60 FPS, buttery smooth, is very impressive, and it still looks fantastic to date. I watched I think they did like a little demo on IGN, and it was the Baldur fight, and it just looks fantastic. I mean, the game was impressive before, and it's still, I mean, it's almost, I'd say almost like PlayStation 5 tier. So it's, if there's one game that I don't think it needed it, but it just looks gorgeous.
Are you guys going to play it?
Well, yeah, because I've yet to play it myself. I watched my roommate play through it, and I was like, wow, that's just awesome. Like, there's a bunch of set piece moments that they're literally just jaw dropping, and it's very impressive. Even for like the PlayStation 4, it seemed like almost ahead of its time for like some of the set piece moments and stuff. It's just literally jaw dropping. So,
Einashi?
So I just got right there a PlayStation 5.
Awesome.
what?
So I only got one game for it because it was like half off. It was only $30 at Movie Trading Company, and that was Assassin's Creed game,
Okay.
Valhalla. So I picked it up. So I have one PlayStation 5 game, and most likely I'm not going to play that instead of my first game. I'm probably going to play on my PS5 is going to be God of War now. So all I did was just set it up. Yep, it worked because I had to verify with Amazon that it worked because it came damaged. The box came damaged. So they just like, hey, can you please verify it works? Because I was asking to return it because the box was trashed. There's like rips and things all over it. So I'm like, I open it up and I'm like, yeah, it's working. And like, okay, well, would you like half off?
Well, heck yeah.
So so yeah, so I got a PlayStation 5 now. I was actually kind of contemplating if I just wanted to sell it and be one of those people. Most likely, I'd probably sell it to a friend, if anything, because I'm not going to play it right away. But
Yeah.
yeah, God of War is probably going to be the first game I'm going to pop in. I do have it for PlayStation 4. I haven't tried it yet. But
That's great.
kind of excited to try a game on there, and if it looks amazing like it's supposed to, it should be fun.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I started that game on PS4, and it was kind of the frames per second was rough. And as you guys know, the camera was too close. It pissed me off.
Yep. I was just thinking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I will try it again, and I will probably switch that out for Immortals when I beat Immortals. So that'll probably take the spot, unless something else. Nope, there's other stuff coming out. I will play it
Yeah.
eventually. My schedule's kind of full. The next bit of news is Control Ultimate Edition. This is big. So if you're a PS Plus subscriber, you get this game for free for PS5 this month.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And the big thing is that thanks to new compression technology, the install size is 42% smaller on PS5 than the Xbox Series X, thanks to the better compression technology that Sony has. What do you guys think about that? That's huge.
That's great that they have
It is.
something like that because they still haven't. Have they put out external hard drives yet?
No,
Nope.
I didn't think so. So something
there's a
like
slot
that.
there,
There's
but
a
they
slot,
haven't
you just
figured
can't
it out.
use it.
Yeah. So like something like that is crucial for PlayStation 5 as we're coming into this new generation where these massive games that we have are going to take up like several gigabytes normally. I mean, just look at still Call of Duty Warzone is huge. I had to literally pretty much just download for like a day waiting so I could play with Rad and Lane. So, I mean, even for something like that, if you could like compress that file size would be fantastic. Like I had to delete several games just to make room for it on my PlayStation, which is a terabyte. So
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It definitely
Kind of
saves.
curious on what they actually use for their cracking compression, like what kind of algorithms they do on there.
it's crazy.
Because like I'm an IT guy in real life, and like dedupe and compression, they could take terabytes of data and just compress it all down to like a SQL database. If you have like a 2 terabyte SQL database, it could compress down to just a few hundred gig.
Huh.
Wow.
And then when you add dedupe on there, it gets even smaller. So it's it's a lot of the compression technology is pretty good. I don't know if that's something that Sony developed themselves, or where they got that from.
So this is a big deal. Just to give you guys the numbers, it's 42 gigabytes on Steam and Xbox. It's only 26 gigabytes on PS5.
Yeah, the only thing that compression you have to worry about compression is it takes more IOPS.
Yeah, but because of their 7 freaking gigabyte a second SSD, they can do it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's super cool. Next topic. We've got.
What would that?
The thing is though, later down the line, when even like games that are made for it, like you get towards the end of the PlayStation 5 life, I could see that might be a bottleneck on their compression.
Yeah.
Because it just probably can't handle it as much, which they'll probably be smart enough about it and turn off compression if it is a real issue or not.
Yeah. I was thinking about performance for like PS5 games because I'm sure they're going to find something that pushes the PlayStation 5 to its limits.
Probably. So this next little bit is Final Fantasy VII Remake devs outline their plans for the world outside of Midgar. So I don't know if you guys read the article.
I'm going to pull it up.
But the game's co-director Hamaguchi talked about their ambitious plans for the world outside Midgar. And I quote, "When creating FF7R, we decided to have the entire game take place in Midgar, create a realistic world within Midgar. For example, in the original game, you you didn't really have a sense of what it would look like to gaze up to the plate from the viewpoint of the slums. We were able to visualize that in the remake, which I thought was super cool.
It was. They gave a whole new
Yeah.
perspective to the game when they did
Oh,
Absolutely.
yes. In part 2, we want to take that type of detail allow users to experience how they experienced Midgar in the remake, but with the rest of the world. But unfortunately, that's all they can reveal right now. I'm still hyped. That's, So here's, let's see. They also asked how they want to change up the story. Said those who played the original game probably know what happens and are curious as to what will happen now. However, because they know the story, it gives us opportunity to deliver them something they expect, allows us them to think, oh, so this is what actually happened. You also show them something not only surprises, but goes beyond their expectations. Because we have the
Yeah.
original game already, if we can get express these elements well, it could turn into something that users could definitely look forward to. Did this in part 1. They already know what the kind of game we're going to make, so it seems like they're going to stick to the story with that a little bit of more detail. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, because they did do a lot of like Crisis Core trademarks and stuff like that. I wonder if they're just going to take some of the stories from and give some more, the other games and bring it into the next part of Final Fantasy Remake to kind of expand it. Kind of like how Lord of the Rings, like how massive it was, is it wasn't supposed to be that big. Like the Hobbit was supposed to be very small, but they've turned it into 3 movies. But because they had a whole history book that was Tolkien created for that whole world. It was just kind of like a companion book that just showed a lot of history and stuff like that. So they were able to expand on it. I wonder if they'll do that with, Crisis Core, Advent Children, and stuff like that.
Maybe. That's a good
What ab-
idea.
What about Dirge of Cerberus?
I liked that
Can't leave
game.
that out.
I liked that
Yeah.
game.
I liked it too, actually.
It was pretty
I
good.
love
I wish they would
Vincent.
remake it.
A buddy of
I want
mine,
to see. I
General
want to see Vincent.
General Stasis was streaming that last week, I think.
I saw a little bit.
Yeah, you guys probably don't know who he is. He likes Metroidvanias. I've watched some of his stuff. He also plays a lot of non-RPG games, but occasionally he does like games like that. And Crisis Core, I think he was trying. Anyway, next topic: Mass Effect.
Oh yeah. They didn't really show a whole lot in the trailer, but they released some screenshots and stuff on their Twitter that they were comparing like before and after, and I think it looks a lot better. And it's something that I mean, I love that series. They also talked about like a universal character creator that you can transfer, like it applies to all of them. Like the same graphics for like the third game are available in the first. Like they talked about a bunch of stuff like that. I wonder if I could pull it up, but there are people complaining that the eyeballs look a little different, like they were popping out, kind of like almost like Andromeda's, but it looks like they just have a little bit of too much eyeliner or something, but it's not bad. I really like the graphics update, and it looks really good in my opinion.
I might actually give the series a shot. I've never played it.
They also said though that the Pinnacle Station DLC is unavailable, which I believe was DLC for the first Mass Effect. I could be wrong, but it's supposed to have all the rest of the DLCs, over 40 DLC packages. Which, if you never played them, they wound up adding quite a bit to the games, because the games are a short-lived experience, kind of, but if you add in all the DLC content that usually comes with them, it makes it for a bit of a longer journey. And I think it's those short experiences that really benefit from like the added content of DLC.
Cool.
I just hate paying for it.
Well, what do you
Now,
think about it, Nashi?
are they going to put Andromeda in it?
No.
No.
That's not part of the original trilogy. Originally, Andromeda was
Is that
supposed
at all
to
in
be
there?
a new trilogy, but it did so terribly. I don't know if they'll ever continue
Yeah,
that.
that pretty much killed the whole series.
I think you can
I'm
buy it
pretty
for like $3 or something.
yeah, you could get it so damn cheap right now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna give it a try. I have played the first one briefly, and I never, just the whole like something else pops up. I think I was playing an MMO at the time when Mass Effect was coming out, and so I didn't give it much time. But I really
Yeah.
enjoyed what I played of it. I need to play it again, so this is going to be a good excuse to play it. So I will get it and I will play it.
And the first
Awesome.
was probably the roughest experience for a shooter perspective because it's one of those games where your actual shooting is like affected by the accuracy stat or whatever of a weapon. And so basically you start off and you've got like this big circle that's like this about this big on your screen because your accuracy stat is absolute shite at the beginning. So until you get narrowed down, you're just kind of spraying and praying and hope it one of the bullets actually hit him. So
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll probably play it on PC. Did they say they're going to have a PC release of it?
oh, I'm sure.
Let me open up the article. I'll tell you what
I
it says.
I think that was like one of the ones. I don't know if they did have it on Steam. I have the rest. I think they didn't have Mass Effect 1 though.
I'm gonna click the button here. Origin, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam.
Yes,
So yes.
because they used that one.
Good. I'm probably going to play it on Steam.
I've got Mass Effect 2.
Comes out May 14th.
Yeah, Mass Effect, and I was all about Mass Effect and uh, Dragon Age once upon a time.
I wonder if they're going to have it on Epic Game Store.
I don't think so. It said Origin. It's EA, so it'll be on Origin.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's just so annoying having to swap between like platforms for your games.
That's why I won't get anything off of VA's one. I won't get anything off of. It's either Steam or Epic for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had store credit on Steam.
So, next topic we have is the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. They gave us the frame rate and resolution. Now, if I played Mario Odyssey on the Switch, and it ran great. Nintendo is very careful with their first party titles. So, they are. It says that it runs at 30 FPS when playing portably, but it goes to 60 FPS when docked. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
It says Legendary Edition is coming to Steam. It's available for pre-order.
Okay, for Mass Effect.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Mario 3D World runs at 1080p when docked, is 720 in handheld. The Wii U title was 720. I played it on Wii U. It's a good game. I think that no Ubisoft store. Sorry, no Ubisoft. Jeez, that Scott Pilgrim last night, we had to crash the final level like 4 times to get through it.
Yeah, I heard that the
Bad net
multiplayer's
code.
still crap.
Well, the last news topic I have, guys, is a big one. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. The new expansion comes out this fall. It's this year.
Yep. And people were losing their minds on the internet
I
about
mean,
it.
I was like, I can't do this to myself. I want to. I could like do it right now and I could disappear for months, but I shouldn't.
It's tempting. It's Final Fantasy XIV is probably the only MMO that I truly got into, and I'd say it's probably the best MMO that I've played. So
Yeah, it's coming out this fall. I was talking to John about this on the way to visit family today. And I was
They
like,
suggest therapy for you?
No, I was like, please don't let me play this.
Oh, good.
I
I was going
said,
to say, please don't play it.
I
Don't
said,
use
please
it.
don't let me play this. It will destroy my streaming hobby. Please don't let me play it. They're going to the moon though.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
which is a recurring theme in Final Fantasy games. So I'm kind of curious about which one they're trying to tie that into.
yeah. I'm super happy for people that like the game. It's more of the same. I can't do it to myself. I can't.
I can't get into another MMO. Maybe in like 10 years down the line, maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe when I retire.
Maybe when you retire. We actually went through those topics really fast. I'm gonna see if there's anything new from today.
I
Oh,
think
while
they were.
you look for it, I'm going to give an update on our giveaway.
Go for it.
So we are giving away. Put those babies there. This is from Rim Reanimated in our chat. She gave us a PSP console to give away. And she included one game with it, which was cool. Untold Legends. We got we got a nice little hard case for it. It's very beautiful PSP. It's in great shape. The box is great. And I was going to put 5 games with it, have we're going to get 5 games away with it. So I picked up some games at Retropalooza for this. How you could win this is you join our Discord. The only way to win this PSP is be on our Discord. When we reach 100 members, not counting bots, we will give this away a week after we reach 100 members. To be eligible for it is we have a bot on there that checks, that tracks, chat, and you gain levels up. It's me 6bot, me E6bot.
It's me, Seeks. It's
Me
a
6bot.
yeah. It's a reference to Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Okay. So if you are level 5 on there, you get 5 entries into it. If you're under level 5, you do not get a single entry. So we only want people that are going to be active in our community to be able to do this. So if you're level 10, you get 10 entries, and 5 is the minimum. You have to be level 5 to be in there. And we're going to give it a week after we hit 100 people, just to be fair to those new people. It's only like 30 messages, not a lot to get there. If you spam, we take away levels. That's it. It's going to be up to Eternia Archives podcast members. So that's basically the rules on winning this. And I will pay for shipping into the United States for this. If you're outside the United States, we'll still send it, but we'll require you to pay the difference because it gets kind of pricey. It'll
So,
cost additional $30 to $40 to ship this outside.
so one thing I did that people probably didn't realize, because no one else could see the dashboard besides me. For the Shameless Self-Promotion channel, I have disabled Meseek level gains. So any posts in that channel give you no experience.
That's fair enough.
So it's absolutely shameless. You get nothing for it except for people to watch you. But yeah, if you're active in any other channel, if you talk at all, you get entry. I found another really good article. I'm gonna link it down here for you guys. I'll put it in the chat so you guys get a chance to read it.
So I wanted to announce the games that we're including with it. Hold on, Callie. I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on, Callie.
Sad.
So I picked up 4 games there, and I also, besides the Untold Legends that Remy provided with it, I picked up 4 games, and then I have some loose games too. The first game that is going to go with it is Fat Princess Fistful of Cakes.
Hell yeah. I want that. That's a good game. That's a great game.
Yes. Actually, it is a pretty good game.
It's real good. So, that's a good prize.
I looked at it forever, but never picked it up.
It's a fun try. Give it a shot sometime.
I was tempted. It looks fun.
The next one is Puzzle Quest, Challenge of the Warlords puzzle game.
Yeah.
Little bonuses.
Yep.
Not bad.
Then one of my favorite games, Final Fantasy Tactics,
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's
The War of the Lines.
It's the definitive version of the game,
Yeah,
right?
that's the best kind.
Yeah. Those are real, like, I wanted not just to give, like, here's some shovelware kind of
That's
games.
That's not shovelware. That's a good game.
This,
For
Yeah.
anyone that didn't know, Cloud makes a guest appearance in that game.
Wow.
Yep.
and then the last game, this is really good.
Star Ocean First Departure. What?
I need to play that.
That's a really good one.
Doesn't have the manual though.
But still, that's okay. That's pretty great.
I do. I got that finally.
That's a really good prize pack, Inashi. So I guess
And
I
I
should.
didn't pay that. Those were what they wanted, but you bundle. When you're at these conventions, you're like, you hold up, like, because I had more games from them, and then there was a couple other GameCube games that I got from him. So you make bundles, and you're like, how much for all this? And you get like 20% off a lot of times. And then the loose games, these are from a different deal that I did. I bought a whole bunch of games from someone, and I was going to include these in there also. So we have a UMD movie, The Punisher, just because I'm going to throw it away if I don't give that away. Then we have Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Nice.
Oh, that's a fantastic.
That's a good game.
I love those. I love even the story to those.
Yeah.
Like those are some of my favorite PSP games.
And then the really good one, Crisis Core.
Oh, I'm so glad I have my complete inbox of Crisis Core.
Yes.
I even got the strategy guide for that one.
I got both versions of the Crisis Core.
That's awesome.
I need it.
So
there is 2 different copies of that. Where did you go?
Really?
So all you have to do to win that is join our Discord and be active. That's it.
I lost my Crisis Core. Oh, here they are. Yeah, so if you didn't know, there's 2 different versions of Crisis Core. There is like a silvery version, and that's supposed to be like the collector's edition, and then this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
And I don't...
Not much of a difference.
No. No, but it was a variant that I got anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got some really awesome games to go with this PSP.
Yeah, those are really good.
Join our Discord. Callie just spammed it again.
Yep.
So, yeah, join us. Have fun. I mean, it's a great community.
Yeah,
Thank
we've grown
Remy
a lot. We've
whenever
grown a
you
whole
see her.
lot.
Yeah, we're at 65.
I'm counting right now. Yeah, 65. But some people are never online, so I don't know if they're actual people.
And when I checked last, there was only about, because Callie, Nick, Rad, Lane, none of us are able to win any of this stuff.
Right.
So if you do not count us, there's only like 12 people that are actually going to be eligible to win this. So you do have a great chance to win. Gozu has the best chance to win right now because he's right under Callie on that.
Yeah, Callie doesn't shut the hell up.
Yeah, I know.
What am I up to? I'm trying because I gotta keep the community going. Yeah, I'm level 24.
Sheesh.
Got
I
him.
think Gozu's like 20.
I don't know. Gozu, go do your rank in Discord so we can see.
I
Anyway.
think it's 20.
All right, so next article, what you were talking about.
So I linked it in our chat. There's some news about Breath of the Wild 2. I know right now,
really?
you don't care. Yeah, Yeah,
I just hope it's so. I'm hoping that it's a good game.
they said that they're promising a darker adventure this time. Deep within the
Ooh,
caverns beneath Hyrule, a new and powerful threat awakens. So they're going to be doing the caverns underneath Hyrule.
that sounds
Not
like it.
open world and amazing like the first
No.
game. Yep, sounds like hot garbage. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that they actually have real dungeons again.
I I hope they stop having breakable weapons.
Oh, that too. Oh God, it's so awful. Oh, now you'd make me hate it even more again. I'll forget about that.
Oh boy. Well, you guys want to talk any more about that, or is that enough for our just news this week?
Well, it kind of makes me think of I've been playing a little bit of Darksiders Genesis on the Switch, and it just makes me think about like kind of the problem that Darksiders ran into. Like it had stuff that it didn't really have any point in being there, like uh grinding levels and stuff, and it just kind of detracted from the overall experience. And I just feel like that's part of like the Breath of the Wild games, but I mean they look amazing, but and there's plenty of freedom, but like destructible weapons and everything.
I just realized tomorrow is the Super Bowl. Are we gonna play Borderlands? Do you guys watch Super Bowl?
I got people coming over for the Super Bowl. I
Yeah,
got meat on meat on meat on meat. I'm going to be smoking.
Okay, Nick, what about
that
you?
sounds awesome. Uh, I'll probably be free. Well,
I'll
I'll
be
have to see
free.
what my girlfriend wants to do.
I'll be free like after the Super Bowl when people leave. You know, they're not going to stay much longer than until uh, they'll probably leave about when the Super Bowl's over. They'll
When's it
probably just
over? I don't watch
Slater.
that.
probably closer to 8:30 to 9.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start a stream at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, you could play. I might just jump in because I don't have to be there where you are at. But
Well, Nick, if
if you
you're,
guys play.
it's up to you, Nick. If not, I'll just play more Yakuza probably.
I need to ask my girlfriend before I agree to anything because
Sounds
it's
good.
one of those things that you agree to, and
Your light went
I
off,
like
buddy.
it. Sure did. Oh God.
That's so bright.
He's a ghost.
Uh,
Oh, there he goes.
oh God.
Ah, off again. So, what do we want to do? Want to talk about Ease 9 or we want to do a Nashi's Retro Corner?
Uh, we could go ahead and talk about the retro corner, I guess, and save that for like kind of what we're playing and everything.
Okay, alrighty, Nashi, take it away.
Reproductions. They have, for some gamers, they have a very nasty name because there are some people out there that try to, hey, I got this Earthbound. Look at my shiny label and shiny cart. They try to pass off, retro games as, these repros as retro games and try to sell them for the prices.
Yeah.
For example, like I got some repros here that I kind of kept that they're obvious fakes and stuff like that. Like I bought this copy of Heart Gold and they said it was real. That kind of looks a little weird. And there's a little micro SD card in there.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah. Or these ones are harder to tell until you actually open them up, but you can kind of tell, like the art is fuzzy on these ones, these Zelda ones, and they're
Yeah.
fake.
Like
And
I have a Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue. It's the only one in my collection that's fake, but I didn't catch it. I was going through kind of panic buying all of them because I saw Mega Man prices were going up with COVID, and that was like my number one thing: get some Battle Network games first. But I bought one, and it's just literally like a zoomed in photo of the cover art for the actual game.
Yeah. So you got some people that are trying to pass off games. I hate these repro games. These I'm not talking about. These are just disgusting people. They should not exist.
Right.
Now there are many different types of fan hacks, reproductions. You have some games that never came to the United States, like Dragon Quest Cavern Heart,
Caravan.
Caravan Heart. Yeah.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
So that never came to the United States. Mother 3.
We
You know,
need
things that
the other three 3DS games that never came to the US of the Dragon Quest monsters.
yes. Yeah, so there's games that these are called fan translations. They bring it's not the original cover art. It's kind of close to it, but because they were in Japanese, so they're paying homage to it. I like usually when I get my repros, if they are fan translations, I like getting um, close to what they originally would look like. So
Right.
because you can get like here's another repro. Another type of repros are fan hacks, and fan hacks of really popular ones are a lot of Pokemon ones on the GBA. There
Yeah.
is so many of them. Like this one right here's Chaos Black version of it, and I like it that they do. Like they don't try to pass it off. They put a nice little colored card. I usually like
Yeah.
my fan hacks to be colored. I like them to be kind of unique. Uh, you also have people that go all out with their translations, like Dragon Quest 1 and 2. This came out on the Super Famicom. It did not come out in the United States. This person actually went ahead and made their box for it.
Oh yeah.
They made a card, and they made a manual, full color manual. So there's
That's
people
crazy.
that do, yeah, they do beautiful work like this. I absolutely love this because if you're like collector like me, you're like I like to keep all my Super Nintendo boxes out, and this is just a beautiful little piece to it. You pay a lot more for just getting a box manual. It's going to cost you like $25 more for it, but to me, that's worth it.
Well, it's cheaper than buying like the authentic one for the original game or something.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, another example. Here's another translation of Romancing Saga 2. We never got that in the United States. Now, some of my favorite
Oh yeah.
some of my favorite stuff that's out there are the fan hacks, and where they just completely change the story. I actually had this one commissioned. I heard that there was the Chrono Trigger. This is Scalia edition. I actually had a friend who made the board for me, and then I had someone else who got this the plastic cover, the case for the game, and then had to put it all together and worked on them with the art and stuff like this. And so this is a custom request that I had. This is like a Chrono Trigger. What happens if Shalia doesn't die in the water temple? And so it kind of takes the story from there. So they take the original story, change it, enhance it, and then that's what this is. And so that's fan hacks. Those are what fan hacks are. They just take the original story, they hack it, they change it around a little bit, and put it on a card. You could just download it on those and play them on emulators, or if you have an EverDrive, you could just pop them on there. Those are the cheaper way of doing it, is getting an EverDrive, because this custom cost me $60 just for this.
Wow.
Sheesh.
So you start to pay a little bit, when you start when you're trying to piece everything together. I wanted this exact color, nice little clear blue card, and I love Chrono Trigger, and this is awesome. There's quite a few different hacks of Chrono Trigger that even continue the story. So like what happens afterwards and just different things, and that's awesome. But the game I wanted to talk about today is, so like I said, Pokemon has a ton of fan hacks.
Yes.
If you're into Pokemon, you could find there's just so many of these out there. I think I probably have about 20 of them, probably at least 20 of them, different fan hacks on the GBA for Pokemon. The other common ones are Legend of Zelda on the Link's Awakening, not Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. There's a lot of fan hacks for there, and
Yep.
also another lot of fan hacks are Super Mario World.
Really?
So before Mario Maker, people would just make their own worlds and put them on a card. This is a very Super Mario World. This is a more hardcore version of Super Mario World. To me, Super Mario World is my favorite Mario game out there. It's like the best platformer. Uh, I think mostly because of nostalgia, but I could still play it and I could still really enjoy it. Like when it came out on the Switch again, on the Nintendo Online service, I played it. I played it a lot. I beat it. I completed it, and it was awesome. So I could keep picking it up. It's not just nostalgia. It's by far my favorite Mario game. But a very Super Mario World, basically, it's kind of like like they had Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo. Then there was the Lost Levels, which was Super Mario 2 in Japan.
Okay.
This is kind of like the Super Mario 2 of Super Mario World. And they just take all the same assets and everything, and they just make a whole new world to it. And you could find this ROM. I think I'll put a link in our Discord in a channel where you could go and you could find, download all these ROM hacks and stuff like that. I forget I think it's like romhacks.net or something like that. But you could just download an emulator, or if you have a EverDrive, put it on there and try it. It is definitely worth it if you're a Super Mario World fan. So that's my brief education on this. I just kind of wanted to explain the different types of repros, of the really nasty ones that are trying to fool you, and to, fan hacks, to translations and everything. So
I have to say, even though it seems like we're just doing recurring topics, I think that this week's episode is probably the most interested I've been in a while. like, we're talking about new stuff. I don't have any repro games at all. I've never bought one, never owned one. I don't buy them.
really,
I vehemently avoid them like the plague.
no, but like this is beautiful. Not just the box and everything, but continuing Super Mario, not Super Mario, Final Fantasy.
It's
6.
super cool. I've never seen these. What I'm saying is,
Yeah,
all the ones I've ever seen are just the cheap, junky ones. Like the ones you
like
have.
this.
Yes. Yes.
These fakes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they get such. That's why I wanted to kind of, first I wanted to talk about it, about the different types, and there's more than just these things that are trying to fool you into it. I will go in and I'll put a poll on there what game you want to hear about next, because I literally probably have over 100 hacked games.
This is so cool, Inashi. I'm really excited for this topic. I feel like I've learned so much listening to you talk about this.
It's not just like games and stuff. People do like boxes too. It's neat. I like seeing the like people recreate like the old games boxes, because like most Super Nintendo games and stuff by this point are showing wear and tear, unless you've got like some collector's thing that's going to cost you like $100 for a mint condition box. And you got like fans that are remaking these classic cases and everything, and it's just let me grab mine real quick.
So I only like when, things that are remade, when they never existed, but when people try to, make a new copy, a new version of it, a new reproduction of it. That's when it kind of gets kind of a gray area for me.
Yeah.
When they try to pass it off as something that it's not supposed to be.
But when they say it's like clearly a repro and everything, and it looks real, pretty real, it's not quite as good. But I mean, when you're looking at like $80 for like a worn down box and it's like frayed and everything, you start really well, I like to have a clean looking shelf, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want like some frayed stuff unless I'm gonna like put in like a case to protect it and everything. Plus, I mean, I just like a clean looking box, and you can get it for cheaper for like repros and stuff.
Yeah, but then that kind of gets in the great territory of,
Yeah,
but you're buying that for yourself. You're not trying to do that.
right.
It's just, uh, I do have a lot of the, like people take the NDS games
Hmm.
and then they have, they put their, they create the art and then they put their GBA games in there, and then you have all the art for it, and then I've been collecting a lot of cases just so I could do that myself.
Hmm.
That I'm fine with that. I like
Hope
that.
has it, guys. Go look in Discord. Hope has a whole bunch of these. He's got Tales of Fantasia, Terra
Yep.
Enigma, Secret of Mana 2. There's so many cool ones.
In general,
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, there you go.
where do you
Look at that.
post it?
Yeah,
In
the
gen-
the channel that it's supposed to be in.
I got that Star Ocean box. I got oh yeah, the Terra Enigma. A friend of mine, John Houston, he's the repro guy. I should have him on sometime, but um, it was him and I who did the Super Spice Bros videos that we did all the time. But he had this big box of, it was like an Earthbound size box, but of Terra Enigma that had a strategy guide. That never came to the United States. Terra Enigma is part of the um,
it's 3 games.
yeah, no,
What?
I think there were four. It was
Oh,
oh my god, I'm like
it's
drawing a blank.
so.
I got them back there.
What's it called?
Illusion of Gaia, Soul Blazer, Terra Enigma, and there's got to be like one more. I thought might have been
What's it
just the three.
called?
But anyways, so someone actually created a big box version of Terra Enigma, and like the Earthbound, and came with the strategy guide, the cart, everything. It was absolutely beautiful. But yeah, that was only in PAL and Asia. It never came to the United States, so that was pretty cool to get that, to see that one. Dark Tower got that. We got a lot of the same repros. Oh
Yeah, that's super cool. I like this topic.
yeah,
So, E's 9.
he's
Yes.
9.
So, how far are you? I'm still on chapter 4.
Same. I haven't played it again today, so it's I think we're right about at each other. I've met the corrupted guard and everything.
Yeah, Soul Vagreg. Yeah,
Soul.
you met
Yeah.
Soul.
Yep, his imposter. Yeah, it's definitely a true East game. The combat's there. It's very kinetic, as I've heard it described. It's very fast paced and just keeps pace with the rest of the East games. I've only played East Origins and 1, so
Yeah, it's very
I'm more of a
fast.
comparison to the classic games.
It's
But
very fast. Like, I'm still shocked. It's like playing OS for action RPG. It's very fast.
and the Nox events, those are very fast.
Oh, yeah.
And you are swarmed. My gosh, and there are some rather large enemies, and it's at times it's difficult to keep up with everything that's going on screen because there's so much going on. You've got your combos and everything. You gotta switch to the correct character, deal the right type of damage, and then you've got your skills to help move your character out of the way of harm or keep the combo going. Like, one of my favorite things to do is with the white cat is to use like it's like an uppercut kick type thing. Anyway, launch some airborne, and then you've got like a dashing downward kick, and it just you kind of make these combos with your skills and just chain them together for the best effect. And
So I want to be the opposite. I hate playing anybody besides Adol. I only
Huh.
play Adol, like period. Like everyone else feels clunky. But like with
I love
Adol,
White Cat, but she dies so fast.
so with Adol, you just use the heavy attack that's a slash to hit all the enemies.
Yeah,
So you just do that a couple times, everything dies.
yeah. I will say the game's very good. I love the traversal.
Oh, that's the best part. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It makes me think that the rest of open world games are just trash now because of how fluid it is.
Well, if they could fix the frame rate.
I'm playing on PS5, so it's butter.
Oh, well, lucky you. But
That's
on the
that's the difference.
PS4, it goes down to like 20 or lower in town. So it
Ugh.
yeah.
Did they make
It-
a PS5 actual PS5 version, or they just it just gets powered better?
Just powers
Power.
better. Way better. It like loads faster. It's obviously has an ultra perfect frame rate, so
Yeah, they made a patch to help with it already, but
yeah,
it's
it
still
helped a lot on the PS5.
Yeah.
There was some crashes. For those of you that watched the stream on the first day I could stream it, there were like 3 crashes during the stream.
Oof.
Yeah, I was like, guys, it's a beta. It's not day 1 patch yet. I mean, I reported it to my contact. They emailed me back the next day saying, yes, there's a day 1 patch. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, thank goodness.
yeah.
Hopefully there's something like that for Disgaea 6 to improve the frame rate.
I will be sure to
Anyway.
let my contact know about that one because I'm hope I get to try that one out.
But well, from the demo, and that could change a lot in the
Yeah, it's
meantime.
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, game looks great otherwise, but
So the story. You like the story?
yes, and I am still, as I imagine you are as well, a little perplexed about where it's going right now.
Yeah, so it's got that very 13 Sentinels vibe to it, to where you're like, which reality is the real reality?
Yeah, well, I can't make that comparison yet. But,
That's true.
But it definitely has you raising an eyebrow to some of the events.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Well, at the beginning of the game, you guys watched my first impressions video where they're like, have you ever had a dream where you're not, that scene, where you're not
Yeah.
you, but you're you? It's like, the game's, I'm excited. I'll be playing it a couple days this upcoming week.
Yeah.
So for those of you that haven't seen us stream it or any gameplay, it's not like the other Ys titles. There is a city that you're stuck in. And the city is basically your hub. Everything is in the city. It's like an open world Ys type game. But it's got its dungeons as well. It has your typical
Yes.
Ys dungeons. What'd you think about the bullshit flying birds that stun you and push you back and
Oh, I didn't
confuse
have a
you?
problem with them.
Oh, because you were smart and put your anti-confuse armor on, didn't you?
No, I just killed them before they got to me.
Okay, well, I just suck then. Fine. Well, you were playing on normal at that point, right?
I think I swapped it to hard.
Oh, well, fine. You're just a better game liker.
You need it
Uh,
quick, Callie.
I'm not.
Well, were you trying to use Adol?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Why is that all not supposed to fight the birds?
No, it's for flying enemies. You're supposed to use what's his name?
Hawk.
The Archer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just like all the Ys games where, like on
Swap
Ys
party
9,
members.
8. Was it 8?
Eight.
Yeah, 8. Where you had to use the big guy to hit the armored guys.
Like
and-
White Cat for the armored enemies.
fine. I'll start playing it like a normal person.
Yeah, they force you to play
makes
all
it
the
a lot easier.
characters.
Adol's just better. I've put all my health ups on him.
To me personally, I'd rather just play one character and I'll just get good with one character. But yeah, at least the last two, they really make you switch between your characters.
Well, I really like it. It offers variety, and I'm enjoying the characters and their development as you play through it. I like the kind of episodic nature of it, so you can just kind of go through a chapter at a time or
Yep,
something, and each one like, well, they show you everybody like
yep.
right at the very beginning. It's like all in your face all at once. You're like, what the crap? Who are all these people? And then you go throughout the game and you're slowly learning about each character individually. So you're like, I can't wait to get to him or her and figure out their backstory. And you get a couple glimpses into like the kind of people that they are when you go to these Nox events that pulls all the characters together to fight together for the cause, fight the good fight,
Yep.
that you don't really know why. It's just kind of something that you do. And there's a lot of stuff that's kind of left in the dark, but as you're finding out more about it, you're learning about this city that you have to explore, Balduke. And it's just, there's a lot of world building that goes into it as you're like exploring and all this. And like, it's very much open world game with like its collectibles and stuff, like finding graffiti and then getting rewards for finding so
And
many,
the blue
etc.
petals, the petals.
Yes, azure petals. Yes, I love finding all that stuff. It's neat. And I'm not usually a big fan of open world games, but the traversal makes it so interesting. Like, just it's just fun. If you see on the map, it's like there's this building here, but it also says there's a treasure chest. Well, it must be on a different elevation or something. So you just like run up the wall and then it's there. So it's not hard to find stuff. It's still got all the hidden items and stuff like a East game is known for, that make a pretty big difference a lot of times. And it seems to me to be a lot more forgiving than the older East games,
Yeah,
because you can have like multiple recovery items, revives for your party members. Not to say that it isn't challenging, though. The boss fights are fantastic. And that's something that even from East Origin, I noticed. I played that one on hard and got my ass handed to me repeatedly by bosses until I like found out that one level makes a huge difference, and it kind of transfers over a little bit to this game, but not as severe a penalty. It's I feel like it's a lot more balanced, is the way I should put it. But um, combat and everything throughout the dungeons, you got, as long as you pretty much swap to the corresponding characters, it usually goes okay. But when you encounter a mob, a whole lot of them at once, then it gets a little tricky. But other than that, the dungeons are pretty easy. You just there's a lot of hidden areas that you can explore and find too, and I love that about a game. Like, if you're having problems or something, and like there's always a hidden chest that you can find an item to make it a little easier or something if you just kind of go out of your way. And I enjoy that reward for exploration. I hate it when games just give you dead end, dead end, dead end. And you're like, what's the point of this? This serves no purpose. Why did you put this empty space here? But it feels like everything in East 9 serves a purpose.
yeah. Even the side quests are good and interesting, and they
Exactly.
unlock stuff. Like I'm very impressed. I plan on playing it like 2 days a week. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's the one thing that I do not like is the checkpoints, like the gateway completion gateways. Pretty much is what it is. The Nox meters, you pretty much have to complete. You either have to do a bunch of little miniature encounters, like little battles around the town, that you bump into these orbs, and then it's like an instant battle in the middle of the city, or you have to do so many side quests, and once you fill it up to 100, then you can initiate a Nox event to go to the next area, which is it's not required for the story in that area, but once you want to progress the plot, you have to have completed a certain amount, like 100% points or whatever. And a side quest may only give you like 25, 30, and so that kind of leaves you with like just running around town fighting random battles to get to the next area. And I hate most open world games, so and that's not really my thing. But other than that, they made the entire traversal of the city phenomenal. Combat's amazing, stories very interesting. They actually managed to give like a silent protagonist a little bit of attitude this time. But it also feels a lot like Persona 5 to me. Because you've got the Phantom Thieves and you've got the Rebel as the main protagonist, kind of. And I make that joke all the time on stream, but it's a good game, and it's true to East roots, and it references everything from the past East games to make it feel like a cohesive experience.
Guys, we got a new Discord member.
Lucid.
Lucid.
Welcome, Lucid.
Welcome. You will have a chance to be able to win our awesome PSP prize pack once we get 100 members. Look in the contest section to learn how to do that. I don't know if you guys noticed, we added Metabots Infinity to the
What's funny is I actually played that when I was younger because I loved Metabots, and I was like, it's not absolute trash, but it is on the lower
Trash.
end. Yeah.
Not absolute trash, but it's just trash.
Yeah, there you go. Some redeeming factors. not many.
It's a GameCube game.
At all. There you go.
So
it kind of qualifies as an RPG.
Yeah, so one thing that I really love about Ys 9, I know this is going to sound dumb, but I just, no, not the music. The music's amazing.
Yes.
Like, we know the music's great.
Every Ys game, soundtrack, phenomenal.
It feels like they took Trails of Cold Steel, like the world, like just the fact you have a city and everything, and they put fast combat into it. So it instead of an Ys game, it feels more like they advanced the Trails of Cold Steel thing. That's what it feels like to me.
You mean to tell me that Cold Steel doesn't have fast combat?
It took me 110 hours to beat the game.
But there's turbo mode.
I know, but you can't go super fast in hard mode because you'll die. Because you can't pay attention to what's going on. And you'll go too fast and you'll make a mistake.
Yeah. Ys is... I love the game, honestly. It's a great game.
Did you get the collector's edition?
I did.
I haven't opened mine yet. I have you posted your video? I haven't done one.
I did.
I haven't seen it. Why didn't I get notified?
Oh, I didn't. I guess I didn't post it to the Discord.
Well, post it. I want to see that. I mean, I'm subscribed and have notifications on. I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to post it to the Discord. But yeah, I did an unboxing. So check it out, peeps.
Cool. I will do so. Oh, it's got a figure. I ought to open mine.
Yeah, he's sitting on my shelf.
Cool. Little Crimson King.
Yeah.
I should get mine next week.
Nice.
Yeah, like
I did get the Switch version pre-ordered still, and that comes out in June.
A lot of people had problems with their pre-order, actually, it seems like, because because I had messages about people asking how I even had it, because theirs got backdated or something, and Nice America was like slow on the delivery or something. Anyway, multiple people.
Yeah, I don't know if I should bother doing an unboxing since you did one.
Well, Hey, if everyone's delayed, you might still be in the up and up there.
All
So
right, I might make one tomorrow.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
I know, I don't feel like it. I'm lazy. I'm tired. I have like 5 loads of laundry to do tomorrow.
Jesus.
Because I usually do them on Saturday and Sunday, and now they're all gonna be in one day. Okay, it's
That's
enough.
a lot of laundry.
Well, yeah. Welcome to caring about cleanliness. Okay, so, uh, let's talk about the weekly poll.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hey, Nashi, it was
So
your
I did a
poll.
poll. Yes, my poll was a poll of polls of. All right,
Pool.
what is your favorite type of RPG combat? Turn-based combat, tactics like Final Fantasy Tactics, action-based, Ys, Souls, CRPGs, which is kind of like you have it's real time, but you could pause it and you could do your commands like Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, not
Dragon
the
Age.
MMO. Yeah, Dragon Age. And then action command turn-based ones like like Super Mario RPG, Mario
Legendary
RPGs
Dragoon.
and stuff like that, where it requires you set your command and then it requires you to hit it at a certain time to be able to do it. There's a few other RPGs on the like Shadow Hearts where you have the wheel spin, you have to hit it at certain times to be able to do better damage, that kind of thing. So our results here is turn-based had 8 votes, action had 3, CRPGs had 2, but the Mario action command turn-based had 1, and
Tactics had 2.
tactics had 2. Yeah, that tactics. I was like, yeah, it's all. I wish you could just do it a thing in a line. Oh, I could have done that.
You could have done that.
That would have been so much easier for me to read.
Yep.
And then last but not least, Souls had 0.
As it should. As it should.
Yeah.
I was
It's
expecting
trash.
more.
It's trash.
I mean, you guys did give it the poop emoji, so you did. That's active discouragement. That's a biased poll.
Okay. No. Okay. I gave the action command turn based the 89 icon, and Time Eternity is the CRPG.
I mean, you obviously influenced the turn based by giving it the slime, because who's not going to pick the slime?
Oh, okay. The turn based, if you actually look, not Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest was basically the first turn based RPG on the NES.
That's true.
That was a very appropriate one. Tactics.
We should have picked the Prinny for tactics.
Action, Osu, makes sense.
Yeah.
Souls
the shit. No, but okay. So let's look at it. I from what this is showing that people really love action RPGs and turn-based RPGs.
Yeah, I was debating between the two.
Dead. Turn-based is dead.
No, it's not dead.
Yeah,
no.
turn-based is dead.
No.
It's like you look at all these JRPGs, they're like really coming to the forefront of this generation and everything, and it's turn-based. Dragon Quest XI, Persona 5, Trails of Cold Steel. I mean, those are like the buzzwords pretty much for like this generation's JRPGs. And it's like, I'm so glad, because Final Fantasy like abandoned it, and that's like the iconic franchise for JRPGs. And
Dragon Quest is.
Yeah, but like it's a big blockbuster.
Yeah, they changed their style.
Yeah, and it's like you don't really, I don't know, it feels like that's the one that everybody knows.
Yeah.
And when it takes a departure like that, then the common concept of JRPGs is kind of shifted. So all this JRPG turn-based coming to the forefront again. It's great to see it making a comeback, and
Yep.
I would love to see a turn-based or semi-turn-based Final Fantasy again.
Oh, I would love it. But
Yes,
did they say how the combat was going to be in Final Fantasy 16?
Yes, like Devil May Cry. It's Devil May Cry.
yes. Literally, Devil May Cry combat coordinator is over it.
Yep.
Don't ask me how they're going to incorporate party members into that mix, but
Oh, it doesn't matter. It'll be like Ys. AI.
I wonder if they could do just like a little swap out thing, and but
Yep.
your party members don't do a whole lot in East 9, I've noticed.
No, they kind of just shit the bed.
Yeah, they kind of stand there. They might jab them a couple times with a stick, but that's about it.
Yep. What I'm curious about is, so you're a Souls fan. Why did you not pick Souls? Because everyone that talks about Souls saying it's like the best games.
I I love them. I love the challenge. I love the dark. I mean, honestly, dark atmosphere, aesthetic of like all the Dark Souls games is just phenomenal for me. Like, it's this dark, unwelcoming world that you just kind of gradually explore, and it's all interconnected with this lore and everything. But it's so open ended. You have to experience the world pretty much as you like unravel the layers pretty much. Because each area is like locked behind a boss, and beating that boss opens up this new area, and it's just like a crazy dark uh interesting place, and they do set it up with a pretty interesting plot at the very beginning. They just kind of leave it open ended
Oh, I'm
for like the
sad.
character.
Lucid. Like, their name is with weird characters. I can't, like, at them. I have to, like, right click their name, click mention. It's weird.
If you actually click their name and it brings up the little pop up, then you could copy and paste their actual name and number.
Yeah, it's a weird. I don't know. It's a weird way of doing typing. Anyway,
But
it's cool to have them. New
but
people.
why Souls like combat isn't my favorite is it is slow and methodical and everything, but I love the control environment of like turn based and tactics RPGs because it feels like once you open the door to like anything action based, it loses a little bit of its balance. Like there's a lot more factors that get in the way, and it feels like some things are just absolutely broken, and then like some things, like in each Souls game, there's like a weapons class that's pretty much like the easy way out, or one stat build that's usually the easiest route to go.
The easiest route to go is put it in the garbage.
So,
Uh,
Callie, I didn't even hear. How was your Bloodborne stream?
I made it to the first boss. I got it to like half health.
yeah,
I hate the game just as much as I expected to.
yeah, I was afraid of that.
It's terrible. I don't know why anybody likes those games. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'll never play another one again for the rest of my
I
life.
think it's just a bragging thing. I still think it's people just want to brag
The
about.
games aren't
I
good.
completed this game because it's hard.
It's not
I
good.
picked up not Dark Souls, Demon Souls back before anybody knew it was a thing, and I was like, well, this RPG looks cool, so I picked it up and I was like, this is very challenging, and like I said, there are some aspects of it that were broken, but it was a fun game overall. It was a very challenging game, just like the old when Demon Souls made its debut and everything, it said basically it was a difficulty returned to form because there was like so many games at that time period on the PS3 that were just basically like walks in the park. It held your hand through the entire experience and you just didn't really have any type of challenge. And like Super Nintendo games, you go back to those and they kicked your butt. There are still some that I cannot beat.
Like
And
Lion King.
exactly.
Yeah,
And they said it was reminiscent of times like that, and that's what it felt like to me. When you finally beat a level, like even on like The Lion King, you felt a sense of accomplishment. And it's just not, I mean, yes, it's hard. You pretty much get bragging rights from that, but it's more about just the sense of accomplishment. When you finally do it, you pull off that, you kill this giant monster that kicked your ass so many times before that you've died like 20, maybe 30 times, and you've just wanted to rage quit, and you did rage quit, but you just, the characters looked so interesting and the world was just so dark and uh, unexplained. You just wanted to peel back the layers to explore this world. When you finally beat that boss and you get to the next area and it just opens up from there, and it's like this large, and for me it was a sense of accomplishment.
I
And
think so. In Bloodborne, you have to. Your only checkpoint is like way back to get to the first boss.
but
You,
you, once you beat that, there's like warp points.
all I have to say is that I will never play it again. Ever. Ever.
It's it's still one of my favorites, just
I
because
I'm
I,
I can't believe I put that challenge. I even titled the stream, "Why did I do this to myself?"
For
well,
the clicks.
it's not for everyone.
No, I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's nothing redeemable. Inashi, what are you doing with the kangaroo?
I'm hiding. I'm no longer here. It's just a kangaroo.
Okay, alright. Okay, well,
Are we free from Dark Souls talk?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh, okay. I'll come back. Hi, I'm back.
I mean, Nick, I appreciate that you like the game. You can like
Yeah, I
it
love
for
the
all of
passion
us. Lots of passion. I have less than zero passion about it. Less than zero.
So,
Yep.
Nick, what is going to be your next poll?
Yeah, it's
You're
your
up.
choice.
That's a big question.
So think about it.
Yeah, that will
Think about
be
it while
in the
let's talk
works.
about Retropalooza.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
First game con in over a year for me. Last one I went to was, I didn't go to any in 2020 because I missed Retro Fest and Retropalooza Swap Meet. I missed them both because I was out of town at the time. So it's been like a year and a half for me. Retropalooza Swap Meet in Dallas is Arlington, to be more specific, is the smaller version of Retropalooza. It's just basically a whole bunch of vendors of, you got classic toys, movies, board games, video games, a lot of video games. It's mostly like in comics and stuff like that. It's like half video games, half toys, and just other stuff sprinkled in there. And yeah, you just go there, see all your friends, because you get to know these people all the time because you see them in every convention, or you see them in Dallas Retro Gamers Meetup, or they come from out of town. It's just like normal people. It's just good to see people again. It did have a different vibe this time around. Hand sanitizer everywhere, which, okay, that's, you see that everywhere now. It was definitely lighter amount of people. The previous time that I went to the swap meet, it was really, really packed. It was completely filled. There would be no social distancing at all. Here they did social distance mostly. There's some people that are close to each other, and so they're close friends or whatever. And they talk, elbow bump. That seen a lot of that going on. Everyone had their masks on, so yeah. I mean, and then the vendors. It was very light on vendors too. It was a lot smaller place. So a lot of people didn't show up, but everyone was very eager for cons again, and swap meets and stuff like that. It was a very positive thing to seeing everyone really excited about actually having one of these again. but it was very light on attendance, so some people are still not coming out. But overall, it was a pretty good time. I was there for about 4 hours. Hung out with John Houston, my boy. Got a bunch of games. You know, the games that we got for the giveaway, plus a whole bunch of. I got a whole bunch of other PSP games that I didn't have in my collection. But yeah, it was a pretty good time. I definitely will go to the next one. I think Retrofest is going to be end of February to beginning of March. Still waiting for. It's kind of weird. He doesn't want to announce the date because he doesn't want to cancel it and having to give a refund of all the people that reserved tables and stuff like that, or people are making plans. So he's making sure first MagDeal is of if they're doing it or not. And I think after the swap meet and how successful that was, probably will have Retrofest in Dallas.
Cool. I've never been to that because I don't have that where I'm at. Like, nothing.
You have no game conventions at all?
Nope, that's not a thing that happens up here.
No.
Really?
Really.
You're in Iowa, right?
Iowa has nothing like that. And if they do, I've never seen it or seen it advertised.
I think your closest one is probably Midwest Gaming Classic.
Where's that at? If you say Chicago, that's like 6 hours from here.
Okay.
Wisconsin
How far
also.
Are you from St. Louis?
Like 5+ hours. Yeah.
So you got a haul anywhere.
Yeah, I live in the middle of the state. There's nothing near us. Well,
No.
we're in the biggest city, but there's nothing here.
Maybe you should start one.
Yeah, no.
That's yeah, the guys who actually run this are the Game Chasers, specifically Jay from the Game Chasers. He plans all these Retropaloozas. It's his little baby that he has, and then they hang out all day too. Game Chasers is a YouTube channel that they do game hunting across the United States, and they just kind of catalog their journey. And it's pretty entertaining. Cool. I did get one of my best pieces that I did get. I got a sealed copy of Prinny. Can I Really Be a Hero?
Oh, that game is tough as nails.
Yes.
I got this from Billy. Billy's a really awesome guy. I've met him quite a few times. He shows up to the Dallas Retro Gamers all the time. But he gave me a deal. He gave this to me for $20, not 25. But yeah, it's really cool. He's making they're making a movie right now that should be done this year. And it's gonna be really good.
Awesome. You have to link it in the Discord when it comes out.
Yeah. You can find a lot of I got
Hey.
Game Boy Fanny Pack.
Yeah.
That's the hip. Pack. That's hip.
That's filled with Game Gear games that I picked up.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Don't hear much about the Game Gear.
No. I have most of the good games for Game Gear. There weren't many.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot. You don't find them that much, but this guy had this big giant box that was filled probably with a couple hundred of them. Most of them were Sonic. So, I have only like 5 Game Gear games, and so I picked up, like Sonic, Triple Trouble, Sonic Chaos, X-Men, Game Master's Legacy, Ren and Stimpy. I got another X-Men, which I found out I already had this one, so this double. I got Donald Duck game and Chikan. So
yeah, that last game is tough.
Chikan?
That's a very difficult game.
I got quite a few Game Gear games. I'm getting my Game Gear is going to get the screen replaced with a glass screen that's going to be brighter also, and then recapped.
Yeah, because the capacitors go bad.
Yep. So I'm having that done to my Game Gear, and when I get it back, I'll be playing it. Oh, he's putting the rechargeable battery packs in it too.
Very
Don't have
nice.
to worry about that anymore. It's definitely worth $150 that's going to cost to get it done.
Ooh.
That's a bit much.
It's a lot of soldering.
Here's a lot of
I
soldering.
can't do that. And then the screen is expensive and battery packs. It adds up.
So let's talk about something cool retro. For Christmas, I got a Gen 2 NES, the top loader. That's what John got me. The problem is it doesn't have AV out. You have to mod it to give AV out. So I've got to go buy a board and solder it. I mean, I've soldered and fixed DDR boards for years, so I'm sure I could do it. It doesn't look that bad. You have to unsolder some points, take off a board, put the new board on, and it should be fine.
Now, are you going to do a HDMI mod on it or RGB?
I'm going to... I hope I could do SCART.
So RGB it?
Yeah, because I have a G-SCART, so when I plug it in, it'll just switch. So SCART is my desired output.
Hope says RGB.
Yeah, SCART/RGB. Yep.
Yeah, RGB is definitely the way to go. It gets a little expensive with the, like if you want to pick up a frame Meister and stuff like that.
I have that. I have an OSSC. I have an open source scan converter. Yep. I've got all that.
I would love to get all that. It's just then like I got to mod everything for RGB, and then it's
actually not really. So the Super Nintendo, all of the Sega systems, so Sega Genesis CD 32X, Sega Saturn, and there's a couple of other systems that are already compatible. I just have a SCART cable that goes to a G-SCART, which goes to the OSSC, goes to the M Classic, goes to HDMI, and off it goes. Lots of cables. I rarely use retro games, as you guys know. You've seen everything I play. I stream everything. But it's cool to have it, just in case I want to.
Right.
Oh, Hope says the OSSC Pro is coming out soon.
I'm sure I will not buy it because mine works fine.
Well, I don't have one. The problem is you can only get them third party now. Not third party, but third party vendor, I should say.
You can't buy them direct?
Use one.
Oh. Well, let's talk about what we've been playing this week, unless you guys want to talk about anything else.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
All right, Nick, why don't you start us off?
So I've been playing Ys. And, I was playing Ys 1, and then I made it to the final boss, who is absolute horseshit. If you have seen the final boss, it is like a bullet hell with... I did a long rant on Eric's Discord. Let me just pull it up. It's a pretty good summary of everything that's wrong with that boss fight.
I have an Ys chat channel in our Discord. You could have just put it there.
Well, I kind of played it based on Eric's recommendation. I was like, well, I beat Ys Origin on hard. I ought to be able to beat Ys 1 on normal, since it's the PSP remaster or whatever.
Oh, okay, it's a PSP one you're playing. All right, I was like, you're a bullet hell when you're going back and forth and you can't really swing your sword. You just have to run into things.
Right. Well,
like that's kind of weird. Bullet hell for that.
Yeah, it says the boss moves like a ping pong ball kind of around the screen. He bounces off the edges. You have to predict his movements because he's faster than you, so you can't catch him, and you have to make sure that you hit him in the corners, or else he will destroy the terrain that you run on, and it will not come back. It's gone until the end of the boss fight. If you are standing there whenever he destroys the area, maybe because you're running into the edge of the arena or whatever, then it's insta-death. He's throwing fireballs at you, like 2 at a time that explode into like the 8 cardinal directions. So you've got 2 explosions. So, like 16 projectiles that you're supposed to be watching, as well as predicting his movement pattern and avoiding the destroyed terrain. And if you screw up and hit him, say, in the middle, then you pretty much make an island and you cannot escape. You just stand there looking at him like, why me, as he pelts you with like 100 fireballs at a time. And it moves at like Mach speed. So
Well, that sounds like BS to me.
it's absolute hell. So I beat the rest of the game. I was like, okay, these boss fights are challenging, but fair. I appreciate this. This is fun. No, screw that final boss fight. That is horse crap. So if anyone's thinking about going back and playing the original East, play on easy. Do yourself a favor. That final boss is horse crap. But other than that, I picked up East 9. As we all know, I am on chapter 4 now and enjoying it. I plan to continue doing that. And I might go for the platinum. Don't hold me to that. Depends on how hard the final boss is. But might go for the platinum. And I've been playing Darksiders Genesis on the Switch. That's it's one of my guilty pleasures. I've never been one to finish a bunch of Zelda games, but Darksiders just has that combat to keep me engaged in the game and everything. And I've always enjoyed the story, despite the second one. I feel like is a flounder of a game. I did not enjoy it.
Well, the first one was good. I think everything after the
Yes.
first one just was downhill.
Yeah, Genesis is the combat's like
Diablo.
Like a Diablo style.
Yep, it's Diablo.
Yeah, I wasn't really. Yeah, I'm enjoying it somewhat, but I still enjoy. I think the first was the best, and which I've got at GameStop for like $6 when I first picked it up on the 360. And I was like, "This looks neat." Picked it up, loved it, loved the story, the characters, the everything for that game. The first one is a very good game in my opinion, but second one could not stand it. Been playing Genesis, been having quite a bit of fun. Haven't really been. I don't like the multiplayer stuff, but I've been having some fun with the game, and it's got a little bit of humor to it too. So, other than that, I've been playing Synthetic, which is like a roguelike shooter, top-down shooter RPG, pretty much. And it's I played it with Soulbad once, and it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. I actually managed to beat a boss for once, but very difficult. Fun game though. Lots of stuff that you can unlock and different gear you can get, but that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Cool. Hey, Nashi, what have you played? Nexamon?
Life sucks.
Oh.
I did not play 1 minute of a game
Oh.
this week.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
Yes, nothing.
But you went to Retropalooza.
Yeah, that was last Saturday.
Oh.
Well, so. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing.
Sadness Room says.
Oh. Oh. Well, okay then.
Golly, take it away.
Well, last Saturday I beat The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel 4. I got the true.
Yay! Now maybe I might get some hope of playing that again. Then we'll hear how bad it is.
I so I streamed it for like 13 hours on Saturday. The last bit of the game is very good. Very good. Like incredibly good. The story I'm incredibly sad about. I'm real sad about what they did because I'm not, no spoilers, but the saga indeed ends with this game. End of saga is accurate. Hajimari may have the same characters. The story is not the same. I will tell you that Cold Steel 4's saga they've been doing for 4 games, it stops. It's done. There's a finale. So,
good.
So the Hajimari is not Cold Steel 5. I could promise you that, okay? You'll have to play
It's
all the
Cold Steel
games.
6.
No, it's not. I beat that. We also beat Scott Pilgrim versus the World last night. With Soul
Yes,
Bad
very
Greg.
short.
Yeah, we were fighting with Ubisoft's network more than the actual game.
Yeah, which I went and watched the completionist review of that, and pretty much it was a huge problem when they released the online multiplayer DLC. It was very buggy. He said that he pretty much could not play it a whole session without dropping everybody. So,
Oh yeah, we had to restart the game like 3 times last night's stream.
yeah, they did not fix it for the complete edition.
No,
Complete with the bugs.
complete with the bugs. All the bugs. But it was fun. As usual, I mean, I played it. He'd never beat the game before, which is surprising. It's only like 5 hours long, 4 hours.
It's a short game.
Yeah.
It's
Depends on how much you want to grind, though.
Yeah. It's a great game to just sit down with your buddies and play.
It was fun. It was a good time. What else did I play? Ys 9, obviously. We've all talked about that. OS, of course, playing OS. I'm getting to where I could beat 3.5 stars regularly. I'm happy with myself about that. Let's
I
see.
fell asleep while watching you last night play it.
That's okay. I know I'm terrible. Not that
I was
good.
exhausted, actually.
All right.
I was just laying in
forgot.
bed and watching, and I blinked and it was asleep.
I played. It's been a while since we had the podcast. Toho Luna Nights. I got to the final boss, and I have to go back through and grind and get some extra side items because I'm just
Really?
too low of a level to beat that boss. It's too much
Oh.
bullet hell. Too much bullet
Yes.
hell.
Yeah.
Have you beat it? Have you beat it?
No, but like I know I've seen the series. The series is a bullet hell.
Yeah. Imagine
So-
Metroidvania. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, we went to the final boss that we're playing through Immortals, Phoenix Rising. I decided I'm not going to get the platinum because I just want the game over with. So I'm on the 4th God, 2nd part. Once I beat that, I'm just going to go to the final part and beat the game and be done with it. What else have I played?
I played a little Skyrim. I forgot about that.
Skyrim, that's good.
I got home from work and I was like, well, I'm just going to play a little Skyrim. About 6 a.m. I went to sleep.
Jeez, play a little Skyrim, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Skyrim could do that to you, man. That's still.
Yeah.
I thought you don't like open world games.
I don't.
But lies.
But that game is just so.
It's
I
the
don't know,
most open world of all the open worlds. It doesn't even have an objective. Just go.
right.
Yeah.
It's,
You pick what you want to do.
it's like I don't like.
No, you
Like-
don't. You love open world games.
I love
have
Horizon
played-
Zero Dawn, but like I just couldn't do Ghost of Tsushima's all of it. That's why I like bum rushed the main campaign. But like, there's very few open world games that I'll play.
I actually don't remember what else I played. I have to go look. I'm sorry. I'm bad at life.
You have a lot.
I probably put maybe like at least 500 hours into Skyrim, and I have never finished the main story in it.
Yeah,
It's just that
I've
open
never
world, I just get distracted.
right. I've never completed a Elder Scrolls game, and going back and playing the Legendary Edition, I gotta say it still looks good. And
Oh, it does. I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6.
right,
Oh my
but-
gosh, they need to hurry up.
like I'm not going to get an Xbox for that, but it's tempting.
So I also played Bloodborne. Don't recommend at all. If you like Dark Souls, play it. It's better than Dark Souls because it's faster, but it's still Dark Souls. That's all I'm gonna say. If you like Dark Souls, you'll like it. If you don't,
Nick?
you'll hate it. Done.
Hey, Nick, you need to play Skyrim on your PC.
I did.
Oh, okay, good, because
Yeah.
like modding. Oh,
Yeah, but like I had trouble connecting to the servers for it for some reason.
I
So
just did it all on Steam. Steam
yeah.
has it built in.
I
I
think that's all
continue.
I've actually. I think
Oh,
that's all I've
that's why.
actually played. I don't think I've played anything else. Borderlands. Well, tomorrow,
Yeah.
if Nick is able to make it.
Yeah, I should be able to.
If not, then I don't know. But tomorrow I'll be playing some more Yakuza Like a Dragon. We'll be
Oh
starting that
yeah.
back up. I'm like 20 some hours in, but
I
I
want to
was
play that.
Don't you have to make like 1,000,000 to progress past a certain point or something?
I don't know. I'm not that far.
Oh, wow. Good luck.
Great. They put the business shit in the game again.
I think so.
I hate my life.
Just so you know.
It's on Xbox, so I don't care about the trophies. I decided I'm just gonna do the side quests that are interesting because they're all the side quests are hilarious.
Right. The game looks great until I heard about that, and I was like, oh.
I hear a TV upstairs. So yeah, that's what I played. Yeah, so looking forward to seeing your poll, Nick.
I think
Yeah.
Callie played more in the last week than I have all year so far together.
Yeah, I play like 25 hours a week.
Don't you have vacation days?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
My boss quit. They're closing our office.
Oh, that's a problem.
And I got a new boss who wants to, he's just like dumping everything else on me. So it's crazy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like my job. A little
Yeah,
bit.
I think when I left work yesterday, I had over 200 emails I haven't opened yet from this week. Yep. It's real depressing. I'm so busy right now, it's stupid.
Yeah, my girlfriend's got something similar. They got rid of all of her assisting staff, non-essential, they said, but
Ick.
and now it's like all this stuff they're putting on her, and she literally does not have time. Like she's working she works more than like she's working 12 hours like every day, pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds like hot garbage.
Yep, sign of the times. Signs of the times.
So, anything else we want to talk about? Otherwise, we can go raid Soul.
Cool.
Talk about how depressing my gaming life is.
Yeah, I can't fix that.
You haven't played anything on the Switch?
Nothing?
I opened up the eShop this morning.
That's great.
I do that too, even though
that was it.
I'm like, I don't have much time to game, but let's look at the eShop.
You start a new job soon. Yeah?
Yep,
It's exciting.
with a better schedule.
That's great. How much better?
Will be. They still want me to work over some, it sounds like, but we'll see.
Are you gonna be on first shift yet?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
What? Oh, first shift. That sounds exciting.
I might not have weekends off though.
Oh,
So.
well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's.
You're still young. You're still only like what, 19? You still got time.
You're 30,
better.
right? Nick, you're 30, yeah?
27.
That's close. I average. It's plus or minus 3. It's within like 2 standard deviations. It's fine.
It's within the decade, so.
Yeah, it's margin of error. Plus or minus 3 years. It's fine. You went to high school at the same time as somebody that was 30. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how the math works. Okay, we're gonna go raid. Oh, I guess we should do some self-advertising first. Here's Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Here's some YouTube. Here's some. Did I set up Twitter? Probably not. I was lazy. Didn't make that. Well, you get those two. I haven't put up last week's episode yet. It takes time because I have to like edit it a bit, and then I have to download it and upload it and title it and all that junk. So it's like an hour of my time, and an hour is precious. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess the question I have for you two is, do we want to keep having him on YouTube? If so, I'd like to give that job to somebody else.
I like it on YouTube.
Okay. So what I'm
But
hearing is that you want to do that. Okay.
with how much time I have, sure.
I'm joking. I'll take care of it. I'll take care
It's
of
like,
it.
oh, that's even less time I get to play games.
All right, I'll take care of it. I'll do it. It's just gonna be eventually. I'm not gonna be fast about it. Okay.
Hey, you know what you could do? You could stream your editing.
I don't edit it. All I do is I just take the front part off and download it, and then I upload it. That's all I do. But then I have to get the title and everything in there and save it. It's like an hour worth of actual doing something.
You game 25 hours a week.
Yeah, but that's
Make it
streaming.
24.
Let's see. Question for Nick and Inashi. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Imagine the two of you are stuck in a factory, all with watches that have 3 on them. You're forced to participate in life-threatening puzzle games, and what follows the voting game, where the two of you are forced into your own individual rooms where you pick ally or betray. If you both vote ally, you both gain 3 points on your watches. A4 becomes 7. If Nick votes ally, if Inashi votes betray, Inashi gains 6, Nick loses 3. Inashi would have 9, Nick would have 0. If you have 0 points, you die. If you have 9, you're free to go. Would you... What?
What? What? What is this, the 999 game?
So, do you pick ally or to betray?
What the... I don't even really... Okay, it's math stuff.
So, basically, do you click ally?
Kiss ass, am I being punked?
That's so good. You guys don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
I'd always go ally or whatever.
All right, Inashi. Nick, does Nick die or not? Nick dies. Betray. Okay, Nick, you die. Inashi gets out.
I'd be the sacrificial lamb.
Oh, look, there's Lane. Hi, Lane. We're about to call the show.
Hi, Lane. Bye, Lane.
Bye, Lane. So you can find me at Cali Chronicles all over the place. Do the things. Find the stuff. Nick, you. Go.
I'm on YouTube, Heat Haze Gaming, Twitter, and Twitch, HeatHaze_gaming. Hane.
Inashi is Inashi everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Except for I'm Ian on Discord, but you know,
Yes.
Yeah.
you kind of figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go raid Soul.
Look forward to Lane's new Twitter account.
Oh yes, I'm so excited for Lane's new Twitter account. That's gonna be so good.
You didn't let me build it yet. It would have been so much better if I could build it and then we could show.
Well,
him.
we told him it was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna love it. It's gonna be glorious.
You're gonna love it, Lane.
Yes.
Glory to the Sindor Eye. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna allow that comment. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna allow this. I can't because it'll make other people be able to do it. I'll take a screenshot and I'll put it in our chat.
Okay.
All right, hold on. We're taking a screenshot here. This is worth all the marbles. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here's what he sent us.
He says, I hate you all. But hate really means love.
Good.
Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna go hang out with Solvad Greg.
Who's doing creative Minecraft?
Yeah. Well,
Creative.
you know what? He's a friend of ours. He's on the Discord. Support the Discord.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. I've been in his thing for the whole time.
Oh,
It's just creative.
got it. Well, we're going there. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
Later, guys.